We may only be a month removed from the NBA Finals, but we're also somehow only a month away from the next NBA season. With the league and its players looking to recoup as much lost revenue as possible from the bubble year and get back to their normal calendar as soon as possible, the games will miraculously tip off again before Christmas. Have the Lakers even stopped partying yet? What lies ahead is a batshit crazy, but totally welcomed new NBA season. There are almost too many storylines and unanswered questions to believe, so let's break it all down. First, the timeline that's sure to have your head spinning. The moratorium on trades was lifted in the same week that the 2020 draft and free agency kicked off. And within a week and a half of all that player movement, training camps will begin. Each team will play 3 or 4 exhibition games over a 3-week preseason, with the regular season tipping off on December 22nd. A shortened 72-game season will be followed by a standard playoff format that ends no later than July 22nd. 2 days after that potential championship Game 7, the postponed Olympics are set to tip off in Tokyo, with some NBA players likely to take part. At some point around the time that Olympic tournament is being played, a potentially generation-defying free agent period will also get started. You may have heard about it. And then, after all of that, another condensed offseason will take us to the 2021-2022 season, which is scheduled to tip off as per usual in October, and could be a fascinating campaign in its own right, as the NBA has big plans for its 75th anniversary season. Never mind that technically this upcoming season is actually the 75th of NBA existence, and the 2021-2022 anniversary season will be the 76th.
Haha! Greetings, class, and welcome to counting school!
Anyway, if you're keeping track at home, what this all means is that going back to the finals we just witnessed in the Disney bubble, the NBA's grand ambitions will see parts of 3 different seasons, 2 full off seasons, and NBA-attended Olympic basketball all take place over the span of just 12 months. On top of the fact there's still a raging pandemic to work around, there are plenty of health and safety concerns related to that jam-packed calendar. There's also the issue of an unprecedented discrepancy in how long teams have been idle. The Lakers and Heat will have about 7 weeks between the end of the finals and training camp for the 2020-2021 campaign. The 8 teams who didn't qualify for the Disney bubble, however, will have had 9 months off by the time training camp rolls around.
Boring.
That rest versus rust debate won't be settled for some time, and it's tempting to imagine how the extra time off can boost members of the Delete 8. The biggest benefit, however, might be for teams in the middle, the teams that played in the bubble but didn't make deep runs. They haven't been left to waste away for nearly a year, but they also enjoyed a somewhat normal length offseason of about 4 months. Can an upstart team with lofty 2021 goals like the Suns build on their bubble success while taking advantage of some of the under-rested and over-rusted teams?
Booker, this is for the win. Got it! Wow!
Will contenders who aren't concerned with playoff seeding, like the defending champion Lakers, for example, be willing to punt games early in the season to ensure veteran superstars coming off deep playoff runs get plenty of rest? Or does a shortened season, even one cut by only 10 games, mean resting stars is actually too risky, given that the value of every single game is worth more? When a multi-billion-dollar sports league tries to accomplish all that the NBA is aiming for in less than a year, those are the types of twists, turns, and what-ifs teams are going to encounter. And the ramifications of those anomalies will be felt for years. Everyone had an opinion about whether the 2020 champion would be asterisked, and now everyone wants to look ahead to a 2021 free agent class that will reset the NBA's balance of power. But in between those bookends, a frantic 2020-2021 season looms large. The next 10 months or so will be unlike anything the basketball world has experienced before, and will shape what that world looks like in the future. And if you blink, you might miss it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and want to see more content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button.